Friday, everyone. I'm Ann Birchard. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I like to create crafting connections one card at a time. Today's video is to show you different techniques that you can use on the spiral die stamp set. It's a background stamp, so it's very large. So I have about 4 techniques. If you have others, I'd love for you to share those with me down in the comments. So let's start. All I'm going to do is I'm not going to make cards. I'm just going to make the card fronts. At the end, you'll see what cards I made out of those. So let's get busy. The first one, very simple. I'm using Evening Evergreen, one of the in colors, and it's just an all over design, same color, nice and simple. Close this up because you know my finger's gonna go in it. I'm just using basic white today, and I've cut all of them at 5.25 by 4.25, and that allows me to trim it down later on and it'll fit. Give it a good press. Sorry for the wiggles. And ta-da! I am not concerned about that whatsoever. I can add the sentiment across. It can be part of the design. I'm good with that. So that's the first one, just an all over. Grab my chamois. Make sure this is clean for the next techniques. If you haven't already done so, text Ann Birchard, all caps, all one word, to the number 22828, and you'll receive my monthly newsletters with tips, tricks, and techniques, and any specials that Stampin' Up! May have. All right, let's set this. Didn't even put it in the ink pad. All right, let me get some. Try to clean that off a bit here. Otherwise, okay. The hazards of crafting. All right, let's set that aside. There's our first one. Second one, we are going to use 2 different colors. I'm using Highland Heather and then Gorgeous Grape, and I'm just going to come across diagonally. And close that up. And then Gorgeous Grape on the other side. Now, to avoid the harsh line going down the center, I'm going to bring in our blending brush and just kind of squiggle, that's a technical term, going across. Again, another basic white cardstock. I'm putting it at an angle so I can hold it better. And let's see, commit and squish. Suppose I could use this. Ooh, sorry. Let's see. It's stuck. Oh, pretty. Look at that. All right. This off. The next one is using markers. And I've got your basic rainbow here. Let's see, this is shaded spruce. This one is Daffodil Delight. This one is Pacific Point. And this one is Real Red. And I'm just going to come in and direct to stamp and color. You can do this with your markers. You cannot do this with your Stampin' Blends because Stampin' Blends are alcohol based. It's not going to treat your stamps very well. Okay, there's one. Let's do yellow. And I'm just quartering these off. So I can color this in. There we go. Let's throw in some green. Looks like I need to re-ink my marker. Real simple to re-ink your markers. You carefully remove one of the ends with tweezers and then use your re-inker and put some drops in. I think I'm going to make another video, show you how to do that. How about that for your tips and tricks and techniques? I think we're good. Okay, and then Pacific Point. And I'm going to go to there and come back with the red and fill the red in a little bit more. Even though the ink has been sitting there for a while, don't worry about it. What we're going to do is come back and breathe on it, go huff, and then the moisture from your breath will rejuvenate the ink. Okay, and then back with the red. Give it a little bit more here. Okay. Here we go. And commit. Squish. I know, I'm wiggling. Oh, isn't that pretty? How cool is that? And instead of going in quarters, you could do the rings going around. I like that. All right. And then our last one. And that's going to be using baby wipes as our palette. And we're going to put re-inkers on it and create our own ink pad. So I'm going to grab a couple. And that's about 4 or 5 right in there. And fold them up. Put that right here. And let's see, what colors? Ooh, let's grab some colors, some blues. Let's see, what have I got? Mint Macron, Pacific Point, Balmy Blue. I wouldn't do any more than 3. That was a lot. I wouldn't do any more than 3 colors because then it becomes really muddy. And just add it here and there. Let it spread out. Can you hear my puppy? There we go. Let's go for it. My puppy's walking back and forth. Okay, and now we're going to use this as our ink pad. All right, wish me luck. Oh, looks like I've missed some. There we go. Let's try that. And commit. And squish. Oh, I like it. I know it's faint, but I like that. All right, let's give this a good scrub. And I will show you the 4. Oh my goodness, look at this. We wouldn't be crafters if there wasn't a mess. Okay, here's the one using the baby wipe and the re-inkers. Here is using the markers directly to the stamp. This one was using 2 different colors, the Gorgeous Grape and the Highland Heather, and smoothed out with the blending brush. And this one is straight on stamp. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Can't wait to see you next week, and hope you enjoy the cards that I make out of these. Bye. Hey, it's Future Me. I totally forgot to show you how you can use this spiral die as well. So first I'm going to just ink this up. I'm using Highland Heather. And I'm really not caring right now. Give it a good stamp. And then I'm going to come in with a pen or pencil, looks like a pen. And I'm going to mark the corners of the stamp set. There we go. And then I'm going to close this up because my fingers are going to go in it. Get some Basic White. And I'm going to use some temporary adhesive. And I'm going to set it. I'm going to set it up in this corner. There we go. And I'll bring in Highland Heather again. And stamp it up. Ink it up, rather. I think that's good. And then come in with my homemade tool, give it a good squish. And I'm shaking it, sorry. Close this. And, oh, a little bit more. Get all the spots. Let's get a little bit more here. I will call that good. Wipe this off. Just using my chamois. Okay. Now, here comes the trick. I'm going to take this and rotate it 180 degrees. Put it back in that corner. And come in with Soft Succulent, ink it up, and give it another squish. Close this up. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Let's get this guy a little bit more. Lovely. Done. Calling it quits. Wipe this off with my chamois. And take this off. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Well, stand by for the cards that I make out of all of these.